So I'm just kind of sitting here doing a little artwork. About to maybe paint some of these. I'm kind of playing around with these, trying to decide what I like, what I don't like. I revisited using clear tape, and I'm a fan. I'm also liking the regular masking tape. The plain aluminum foil ones are good too, but they tear very easily, as you can see that tear right there. But they do crush. It's very satisfying when you crush them, when you crash into them with cars. It's really cool. When you run these over, you have to tend to press down a little bit. This is what I really like about these, is that they're so easy to restore and reuse. You know, again, this one's getting a little bit worn, but it's been beat up really good, and it's lasted a lot longer than I expected. Truthfully, it's seen some abuse. So yeah, but I wanted to talk about how these you can kind of change how crushable they are by your thickness of tape that you put in there, how much tape you put in, how much you let come across the top here, the sides. Will change how much effect there is when they're impacted on the sides. See how it wants to bounce back? Whereas this one that's just aluminum will just dent in. The clear plastic has more flexibility. It still wants to bounce back out, but not as much as the clear tape. So, still can crush it quite well. With the monster truck, it will roll over and smash pretty well. Let's just do a quick little demo so you can see what I mean. Just the regular old aluminum foil. I'm just not really putting any weight on it. I'm just kind of rolling it across, and now I'm just putting just a little bit of weight on it, and it sinks right in. Right, so that's just the aluminum foil one. I was sitting here making some Christmas cards to send out this year. I made these, actually I drew this. This is it was a watercolor painting that I did, and I had turned into these Christmas cards. I was giving them away to neighbors, but it was just kind of weird. One of the neighbors thought that I was coming on. An older lady thought that I might have wanted some hanky-panky, and that wasn't the case at all, but it was just kind of funny. So I just didn't, I don't give away Christmas cards to the neighbors anymore. Yeah, I don't know. So I was making these. I drew this a couple years back, but I'll give away a couple every year. You know, I'll do maybe like a little border around it. Use my Sharpies and some templates and just kind of whatever. Make a few, give them away. I'm going to do some art projects kind of like this too. Maybe I'll make some stuff and hide it around cities across America, and let you guys go on a treasure hunt. I heard artists get successful doing crap like that. Not that I really care about success, but I just want to share the artwork. So yeah, these are quite enjoyable when you crush them. You'll see how the Batmobile wants to just kind of roll right over it. This is it's pretty heavily taped in there, so it's one of the more durable ones. I'm pushing down pretty good. You know, so it's holding its form quite well, rebounding slightly. Put it back on your blue Porsche or red one, or I've seen white ones. I don't have the white one yet, and you can restore it just fine. So there's one that's not quite as heavily taped. I won't need to put nearly as much tension or pressure down, and it squishes it really good. Squishes it just nicely. Isn't that cool? I probably should be doing that on the black part. I have this paper down because I was doing my artwork, and I don't like getting the marker on my mat. So yeah, the more tape you use, or the thicker the tape, the less squishy they're gonna be. And I don't even think, like I said, this is clear tape, and it's quite durable. I was actually thinking about, the only problem that I'm having really with these is the tape doesn't want to adhere on the sides. It wants to peel up a little bit. So I'm troubleshooting ways around that. Thinking about maybe applying a little bit of heat. I don't recommend kids doing that kind of stuff. You know, let your parents do this kind of thing. But there's ways I'm thinking about applying a little bit of a layer, protective layer that's not, you know, I'm trying different things. I'm experimenting, thinking, brainstorming, whatever. But, you know, bring you some fun stuff. But that's kind of what I wanted to show, you know, that and the Sharpie pen, the Sharpie marker, coloring jobs. Let's color one together. And, you know, like, maybe talk about a little real life. Why not, right? I'm recently working through, and again, this is just a talk. I'm not having any problems or anything. I just want to talk to my friends out there who have subscribed and like what I'm putting out here into the public. But I'm retired in real life. I was medically retired because I had a mental health episode that was pretty significant, and it put me out of work. In fact, I'm actually currently doing the therapies and stuff. It's been 11 years, and I'm trying to get cleared to where I can rejoin the workforce and be a more productive member of society. You know, whoops, I colored the window red in. That's okay. Who cares? I'm going to color the whole thing red. But this is like literally the only good Sharpie marker I have. The other ones are dried out and junk. Whatever. We'll go ahead and color the whole thing red this time. I was going to kind of try to emulate that, but I almost went to Walmart and got more Sharpies, but I didn't. That was kind of, it's part of my mental health stuff that I deal with is self-isolation. I pretty much have to stay inside my little bubble, otherwise I can have some issues. And, you know, in part it's related to longer standing stuff that I've been dealing with since, you know, my early adulthood, even childhood kind of. We all suffer through stuff, and again, I'm just talking for anybody who wants to listen, because we're all human. And but anyway, the real incident stems from, or the real situation stems from an incident that I had at the end of 2014 that kind of really put question in my head as to the world that I thought I knew. And I'd love to talk about it. I don't know if this is the appropriate forum. I really don't care, honestly. I think that everybody could use this type of real talk. It's almost as though the event kind of woke me up, maybe. Grew me up is a better word. I kind of grew up a little bit, you know, through the realizations that I made through that event. Showed me that the world that I believed I was living in was somewhat not exactly real, in that the people I thought were my friends weren't, and things that I believed weren't exactly spot on, and various stuff, you know. And I kind of started being more concerned about being conscientious in general, you know, caring about the world and people around me. My goal, I guess, is to leave the world better than I found it, if I can. And yeah, I think that for me, you guys all do your own thing. See what I mean about using the paper? Getting the ink on my mat is not fun. So I use a piece of paper. I even do this when I'm drawing. But yeah, when I go get some more Sharpie markers, I'm going to do a whole lot more of these. I might actually do more art chat like this, if it seems to be of interest to folks. We can play around. I'll do some drawing and stuff on the thing, make Christmas cards. I don't know. I was working on a design for Star Citizen. That's an 890 jump in turbulent waters. That's a photocopy of it. The original's in there somewhere. Better version, maybe. I don't know. So I'll start by drawing the thing, and then I'll do the back, and then I'll just kind of keep working. I got a photocopy machine over there. Blah blah blah. So I hope you enjoyed this. I'm gonna cut it off now. I was gonna kind of fire this up, but I left the remote control over there somewhere. But yeah, we'll do some more art, and I'll have some more fun stuff for you to think about in the future.